everybody, and welcome to the Lonely Black Girl podcast. My name is Brianna, and thank you so much for joining me today. It has been such a long time since I've actually done a podcast. I looked and it said that it had been 9 months, which is literally the exact same amount of time as a baby. So could have been having a baby this whole time. Not that I'm saying I want a baby, but you get it. So I guess the whole reason I'm really doing this is I want to say what happened, where have I been, what have I been doing, and what are my next steps. But you know, I feel like I'm the type of person who is saying that they're gonna commit to something and then I don't actually do it. But I actually stopped making podcasts for a pretty good reason. Well, now it doesn't feel like a good reason because obviously I'm back. But I had stopped making podcasts really because it seemed like my last episode created some noise, created some tension. You know, I feel some people may have had an issue with what I may have said. Obviously, I had family members who weren't so happy about what I said. And then I had some family members who were like, hey, that was a great episode. I really enjoyed what you had to say and what you did and what you do. And it was awesome. And I just want to clarify. My last episode was entirely about me. It was about me and what I was going through during that time and how I was dealing with it and how I was processing. If you personally felt attacked by my last video or podcast, then that's your own issue and it's not mine. Okay, we are in the age where we're being selfish and I'm taking that all in because you know what? I don't care what you have to think. I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to surround myself around amazing and wonderful people who are going to believe in me and who respect me and treat me with kindness and love. So if you're not one of those people, then you can stop listening and you can stop watching. Awesome. Great. But yeah, that is really what happened. So I don't really feel bad about anything, to be honest with you. Anyway, I went a little hard there, but whatever. What else has been going on with me? You know, I guess just because of the backlash that I received from certain family members and just everything that kind of happened after the last episode came out, I started to really feel bad about what I was doing and really bad about my art and bad about myself. And I actually went into a little bit of a depressed state. I didn't really want to do anything. And then on top of that, I had decided to take a UX design certificate course in order to just enhance my skills and really move out of that whole communication lane and into a more tech lane, which is what I'm very much interested in. So I was busy doing that. I was also working. I took on a new job just to pay bills, and this job was insane. This job was crazy. I still can't believe that I was really working there. I know a lot of people are like, I have a boss that's like Michael Scott, and I guess I kind of did, but the female version of Michael Scott. I don't know. The whole thing was very strange. General managers were very strange. It was like, hey, we need you to perform this task, and then you'll be good. And then they come back 5 minutes later. Never mind. Don't do that. What do you mean you already did that? I didn't tell you to do that. And it's like, but you did. So it was just that constantly back and forth. We had a huge turnover rate. People were quitting left and right. So I was dealing with the stress from work. The drama from work was just I wasn't even doing anything, but the drama from work, everybody who was not getting along, or people were crying at work. And honestly, I just kind of felt like I'm an empathetic person. So I was just like, whoa, I need to take a step back. And I knew that I had to like cut something out. I needed to find time for myself. I needed to relax. And not to mention, like, I'm in a full ass relationship, so that's not easy either. It was a lot. So I'm really happy that I was able to take this time off and really get to know myself. Well, honestly, I don't even feel like I've gotten to know myself yet. But I mean, besides, we're like in the Great Resignation anyway. So isn't everybody quitting their jobs? Yes, I quit my job and I don't regret it. It was awful. And also it was like 30 miles away from where I live. So that wasn't even worth it. But I have just been dealing with so much crazy stuff to where it started to feel like I couldn't breathe. But now I'm jobless. Well, technically I work for a company doing contract work, but as far as like a full-time job, employment, no, I'm not doing that right now. But I feel like it's coming. It always just shows up and I'm like, what are you doing here? Why are you here? Okay, well, let's just make it work. Let's make the best out of it. But yeah, I definitely have cut out people, family members who just weren't serving me in a positive light. Yeah, so I'm really trying to start this whole new healing journey. I've been really putting into thought like the things that I want from life, the things that I need from life, the things that I want and need for myself. I'm really trying to practice self-love and looking into the mirror and going, wow, you are a beautiful and incredible human being. And I wholeheartedly suggest that you do the exact same, because we live in a world where honestly it's hard out here. I feel like I'm being bashed and just like not loved the way that I want to be loved. And sometimes you just got to take a step back and go, no. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm taking my life and my wants and my needs into my own hands. So that's really where I've been. And then right now I'm just working on my UX design and trying to be the best. Well, I'm trying to create the best user experiences possible. You know, I've created 2 apps. Well, I created one app, redesigned another app. Right now, I'm working on a website, and who knows what's next. So, yeah. I'm really just going to be, honestly, kind of changing the Only Black Girl a little bit, especially like what I talk about. My goal is to uplift you guys and uplift myself, and I want to give out the best advice. So, yeah. Every episode is going to be kind of an advice episode, and whether I've gone through it or not, I'll honestly give my best input, because I want you to grow, I want me to grow, and we need to be the best humans out there. Let's just be kind to each other. Let's support each other. And you know what? People are not doing that. Why are people not doing that? If you feel like I'm shouting, I'm so sorry. But yeah. Anyway, let's change it. And let's do that support. Let's show that love. And you know what? I really feel like the world is starting to come out of a deep sleep and really see things for the way that they are, and realizing and noticing the magic within themselves. So excited for where this is going to go. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to make an episode like every week or every day. I will be making a second episode tomorrow, but yeah, because honestly, I really want to talk about relationships. I know so many people who want to be in a relationship or feel like they need someone. So I definitely want to kind of like dive in and like dissect it like with like my like scalpel, you know. So I think that's going to be really exciting. And if you want to continue to listen, watch my videos, do it. Let's manifest together. Let's create this whole new world. And yeah, I guess be a team. Like, you're my internet family. Love it. So thank you so much. Definitely keeping this video a little bit shorter than my regular stuff, especially because I know I have some podcasts that are like an hour long. Oh, you know what? I actually forgot. A lot of people have been asking me about Whining with Wine. What happened to Whining with Wine? I didn't realize how much of an impact that podcast really made, and how many people really resonated with it, and how many people were so excited to just listen. But honestly, Whining with Wine, I think sometimes we'll come back with, maybe someday we'll come back and we'll make an episode. Craig ended up moving, so he no longer lives in the same city. We're like 2-3 hours apart, so we don't really see each other too often. And then if we do see each other, we're really just like hanging out, catching up. But maybe we'll do an episode of Whining with Wine someday. But that's really what happened, guys. So yeah, we're just not really able to do it. He works like crazy hours, so yeah. But Whining with Wine is kind of, I don't want to say that it's done. I did try to do it, you know, like I brought in like another co-host, and I never uploaded it because I don't know, it didn't feel right without Craig. So I was just like, no, I can't do this. But I don't know if you're listening, Craig, but we miss you, and let's do another episode of Whining with Wine. All right then. Well, thank you guys again so much for listening. I went a little over. I was trying to make this like 10 minutes, but you know, I talk a lot, so take it. That's why I have a podcast, because I talk so much, duh. But yeah, look out for my next episode. Thank you again for listening to The Lonely Black Girl, and there's gonna be more to come, but I'm just not gonna say when because that's putting too much pressure on myself. Thanks, guys. Bye.